Have you ever dreamed of traveling the world but felt overwhelmed by the planning, the logistics, or even the fear of the unknown? Many aspiring adventurers never take the leap because they don't know where to start or how to make their trips truly enjoyable. The good news is that with the right knowledge, you can turn every journey into a seamless, memorable adventure. Welcome to How Expert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our How to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out How Expert Guide to Travel and Adventure, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. At its core, travel and adventure is about more than just visiting new places. It's about experiencing the world in a way that enriches your life, broadens your perspective, and creates unforgettable memories. Whether it's exploring a bustling city, trekking through mountains, or discovering hidden cultural gems, understanding how to plan and approach your adventures can make the difference between a stressful trip and a life-changing experience. In this video, we'll break down what travel and adventure really means, why it matters, and the key strategies you need to make every journey extraordinary. First, clarity in your travel goals is essential. Before you even book a flight, it's important to define what you want from your trip. Are you seeking relaxation, cultural immersion, adrenaline-pumping experiences, or a mix of all three? Identifying your goals early helps you prioritize destinations, accommodations, and activities that match your vision. For example, if your goal is to hike and explore nature, choosing a remote jungle trek over a busy urban city makes more sense. A quick tip: write down your travel priorities in order of importance. This keeps your planning focused and stress-free. Next, research is your secret weapon. Understanding local customs, transportation options, climate, and hidden gems can transform your travel experience. Imagine arriving in a new city without knowing the public transport system or the local tipping etiquette. It can be confusing and even frustrating. Take the story of Emma, who wanted to explore Japan. By researching rail passes, local festivals, and cuisine in advance, she not only saved money, but also experienced authentic moments she would have missed otherwise. The insight here is simple. Smart research equals smooth adventure. Budgeting wisely is another cornerstone of successful travel. Many people assume adventure requires a huge bank account, but strategic planning can stretch your funds without sacrificing experiences. Track costs for flights, lodging, food, activities, and unexpected expenses, and always have a small emergency fund. One trick: use apps to monitor exchange rates, compare hotel and flight prices, and find local dining options that won't break the bank. Proper budgeting turns stress into confidence and ensures you can enjoy the adventure rather than worry about money. Another key element is packing smart and light. Overpacking is a common travel mistake that leads to exhaustion and frustration. Choose versatile clothing, multi-purpose gear, and essential travel items. A backpacker named Liam learned this the hard way. After struggling with heavy luggage through European train stations, he switched to a minimalist approach on his next trip, and suddenly moving between cities became effortless. Quick takeaway: pack what you need, leave what you don't, and always consider comfort and practicality over excess. Flexibility is your greatest ally on any journey. Even the most carefully planned trips can encounter delays, closures, or unexpected opportunities. By staying open to change, you can turn potential setbacks into memorable experiences. For instance, a canceled train in Italy led a couple to explore a quaint, off-the-map village where they discovered a festival and cuisine they would never have found otherwise. The lesson: embrace the unpredictable, and your adventure becomes richer and more spontaneous. Understanding cultural sensitivity and local etiquette is crucial for a meaningful adventure. Traveling isn't just about seeing sights, it's about connecting with people and respecting their way of life. Learn basic phrases in the local language, research cultural norms, and approach new experiences with curiosity rather than judgment. A practical example: when visiting Morocco, knowing how to greet locals appropriately and dress modestly in certain areas not only shows respect but often opens doors to deeper connections and authentic experiences. Tip: small gestures of understanding go a long way in building trust and enhancing your journey. Finally, capture the experience mindfully rather than just documenting it. Photos and videos are wonderful, but fully immersing yourself in the moment creates memories that last a lifetime. Travel blogger Sarah shares that she often puts her camera away for a few hours each day to simply absorb the sights, sounds, and smells of a place. Her trips feel more enriching, and when she revisits her photos later, they're complemented by vivid personal memories. Insight: engage all your senses and prioritize presence over perfection. To illustrate how these principles come together, consider the story of Raj, an adventurer who wanted to explore Southeast Asia. By defining his goals, researching destinations, budgeting carefully, packing efficiently, staying flexible, and practicing cultural sensitivity, he transformed what could have been a chaotic 3-week trip into a seamless adventure full of local friendships, stunning landscapes, and unforgettable meals. His journey highlights that thoughtful planning and openness are the keys to a truly rewarding travel experience. To recap, successful travel and adventure involves clear goals, thorough research, smart budgeting, efficient packing, flexibility, cultural awareness, and mindful engagement. When you embrace these principles, every trip becomes more than a getaway. It's an opportunity to grow, connect, and create lasting memories. And here's the mic drop line: adventure doesn't happen by chance. It happens when preparation meets curiosity and courage. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Travel and Adventure, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.